Hey YouTube, it's me Krista, aka Krista Pro Styler, here with a video hopefully to help you for this Halloween. So I get a lot of questions like how do you remove latex and what else can you use other than latex and what kind of foundation do you use and blah blah blah. So anyways, where I can get the latex is a spirit store, Halloween store. You can also go to eBay or Amazon. You can get latex. You can also use body latex, and you can definitely get those there. Now, you can use the ones that have color in it, which would look something like this. And this is the body latex. It's exactly the same as liquid latex, which is clear. The only thing is it has color. Now, mine I got from the spirit store. You know, just whatever. Oh, latex, how much I love you. Thank you for being in my life. You can also use, as a version of this, you can use glue, Elmer's glue, or you can use, eyelash glue. You can use the eyelash glue. It works pretty much the same as the liquid latex. How do you remove the liquid latex? Okay, how do you remove it? Well, you can remove it with warm soap. Stupid. You can remove it with warm water and soap. You can sit in the bathtub and just let the warm water hit you. Or you can just remove it like I remove it, which is peeling it off. Now you're saying, ow, that hurts. You probably said a little more dramatic than me, but ow. Anyways, there's a difference. Now, everybody thinks the thinner the liquid latex is, the easier it is to remove. It's actually opposite. The thinner it is, the more harder it is to remove. And then you have to kind of like peel it and peel it and peel it and peel it and peel it until it completely comes all out. And it hurts. Like, ouch. But what you have to do is you have to make it really thick. So if you don't want to use toilet paper and you got to make it thick, you got to put one layer, then put another layer, then put another layer until you have a couple layers, like at least 5 or 6 layers. And it sounds like a lot of work, but you know what? It'll be easy to take off. Now, the reason why you see me work with toilet paper so much is because it makes it really thick and I don't have to keep on applying layers. So you put one little layer, and then you put toilet paper, and then you put another layer, and therefore putting the toilet paper just added a whole bunch of layers, which you really didn't have, but whichever. So yeah, and then it comes off all on one piece. Now you don't, where the seams are at, say you have a mask like right here. Now you can put this little piece of it really thin. But you don't want to make the rest of it thin, because that little piece, it'll be easy to just, okay, it comes off because it's going to come off with the rest of the mask. So, yeah, that's kind of what I do, and that's why you always see me with the toilet paper, and people are like, you're obsessed with toilet paper. No, I'm not obsessed with toilet paper. It just makes it super easy. I've seen a whole bunch of people who put on latex, and they hate latex afterwards because they gotta peel it off. And I don't ever gotta do that. It comes off in one piece. Now, if there's any little extra pieces, like that are tiny little pieces, yeah, I gotta peel that off, but soap and water just wipe right off. So yeah, I think that's about it for the liquid latex. You can use Elmer's glue, but it's gonna take you kind of like double the amount of time that it's gonna be to work with the liquid latex, because it takes a lot longer to dry. So that answers your question, if that was a question that you had to ask. Now, if you can't use liquid latex, now you can go make some gelatin. How you're going to make gelatin is you're going to get some gelatin, non-flavored. I mean, unless you want to have cherry and use that for the blood, and that could be like, lick it. But it actually stinks really, really bad. Gelatin stinks so disgusting. It's almost like the liquid latex. That stinks like, I don't even want to say what it smells like, but I mean, because I have young viewers, but it just smells like a girl who has really, really bad hygiene. I'm not saying what it is, but gross. Take a bath. So yeah, so they both stink, but you know what? They give some really awesome effects. So yeah. Anyways, so you're gonna get some non-flavored gelatin, and you're gonna get some glycerine. Where can you get this? This right here you can get right by like the where you get Band-Aids and stuff. So you're going to get, say you're going to get 1 teaspoon of this, you would get 1 teaspoon of this and 1 teaspoon of water. So you're going to use all three. Whatever you use of the gelatin in teaspoon form, you're going to use the glycerin in teaspoon form and water in teaspoon form. So equal amounts of every single thing. So if you use a huge, big spoon, like big sucker, then you're going to use a big sucker of this and a big sucker of this and a big sucker of water. So yeah, then you're going to mix it all up, and then you're going to put it in the microwave. You want to put it in for like 10 seconds, then take it out, mix it up again, 10 seconds until you get like a consistency where all the gelatin has melted. Once it's all melted and it's just mixed up, then you better use it. Use it really quickly. The good thing about gelatin is you can make it all one day, like a really big pot of it, and then you can remelt it and it'll melt again. You can reuse it. Once you use it and put it on your face, you don't want to reuse it because you already mixed colors on it and everything like that. It is going to stink. That's just how it stinks. So yeah, that's kind of it about the glycerin. About the gelatin, whatever. Now, what I do if I'm going to use it, if you want to make a prosthetic piece, because you have to work with it really quickly. It dries and sets so quickly. So if you make a mask on it, I would do it on a little mannequin. And you can buy a mannequin at Sally's. You can do it on there so that you're not putting it straight on the real hot gelatin on your face. I mean, I guess, how much can you take the heat, you know? Well, I can't really take the heat, so, yeah, that's what I do. And anyways, people ask me, well, I put a big old blob and I can't cover the seams. If you get a spoon and you warm it up in the warm water and you put it on there, it'll melt the gelatin. The gelatin does not stay as long as the liquid latex, but it does work, especially for people who can't use it. So, yeah. Now, if you did do a prosthetic piece and you don't want to use the gelatin to actually attach it, then you can use spirit gum. Spirit gum is really, really good, and it makes prosthetic pieces stick really nicely. Sorry. Prosthetic pieces stick really, really nicely. The only thing is, if you spent the money to buy some spirit gum, then you better spend the money to get the remover. Because spirit gum without the remover is retarded. Because that is the hardest sucker to take off your face. And oh my god. But for some reason, if you do not have it, then you want to get some, like any type of oil, and start rubbing it on there and just keep rubbing it, and then it'll come off eventually. But it's a lot better if you have the remover. So yeah, so we covered the liquid latex, we covered if you can't wear that, and you can use the Elmer's glue and then the spirit gum. So moving on. How to cover your eyebrows. You can use the spirit gum to cover your eyebrows. What you're going to do is you're going to apply it on. It has a little brush on there. It comes out liquid form. Looks like a nail polish. And you're going to place it on there. And how you use the spirit gum is that it feels like it's not going to dry, but if you get your finger and then just keep tapping it, it gets real tacky, and that's when you're ready to apply something. Now, if you want to use it to cover your eyebrows, you're going to let it get real tacky, and then just keep patting it, and then you're going to go ahead and put your powder on top of it. And that's how you seal it. That takes too long for me. I'm very impatient person. So I use sometimes a glue stick. You can get like 3 or 2 of them at the 99-cent store for 99 cents, and you get that. You like my accent? Yeah, I like my accent too. This is how people think I should talk because I'm from San Antonio, but I don't really talk like this. Anyways, there's the clear kind and there is the purple kind. I have the purple kind. I don't know why I got purple, because now I got to cover the fact that I have purple eyebrows instead of clear. But I didn't know it was purple until after I bought it. So you can use that, or you can use what I'm always using, which is a foundation stick. The foundation stick you could buy where my foot's asleep, sorry. The foundation stick, you can buy it where they sell Halloween makeup. Now, if they do not have it where they have the Halloween makeup, that's fine. You can use a concealer, the concealer that you use under your eyes. If you do not have a concealer, then go to the 99-cent store and go buy a concealer. It's not like you're going to really use it for your makeup and your daily routine. But you can use it to cover your eyebrows, and just make sure you cover it really thick. And that's about it. Also, on top of that, you can use a scar wax. You can use a scar wax to cover your eyebrows too. So, and this is not just for your eyebrows. If you want to do that to protect your skin from latex, or like say you have a whole bunch of facial hair and you don't want to take off the facial hair in order to put the latex, then you go ahead and you cover that sucker and then you put the latex on, and then yeah, that's simple as that. Now I have two different type of waxes. One is the creepy skin wax, which is like the nose putty, and there's this one. This one right here, I didn't like. Because as soon as you grab it, it like melts on your fingers. And yes, a lot of waxes and putties, like you have to put lotion so that it doesn't stick to your hand. Or it's like a type of oil. Like this one right here, you can rub it and it'll turn like into a little tube form. This one right here, this one right here, it melts. Like it just melts. So it's really, really, really hard to work with. And when I did the Chucky look and I used some of this, oh my god, it took forever to take off. So me personally, I don't like it. Now if a whole bunch of people are like, oh my god, well I use it and it's perfect, well good for you, but I don't like it, and it didn't work for me, and it just melts in my fingers as soon as I touch it. So no, don't think so. Nah. Anyways, now moving on to bloods, the last thing, or at least one of the last things. Now, when it comes to bloods, people always ask me, what do you like? I like the gel bloods. Gel bloods, the reason for this is because it'll stay looking wet even though it's completely dry, so it doesn't get all over your costumes, your other costumes, or whatever. And also on top of that, it just makes it a really great effect. So it looks wet. It stays thick and blobby and gross. And it dries up, so anything I touch, or if I touch my face, blood doesn't come off of my hands. They come like this, or they come like this. And what you have to do is you have to put them in warm water or in the microwave for a couple seconds, and then you apply it. Now there is some gel bloods that you don't have to apply heat in order for them to work. You put them on and then it just dries. But the two that I have, you have to put in the microwave or you have to put in hot water, and then it liquefies and then you use it. This one it has like, you know, a little thing like almost like when you do your hair and stuff. So it goes on accurately where you want it, and the other one is just like blob it. I do use vampire blood and some of these bloods like this when I'm doing the tutorial, because while I'm doing the tutorial, y'all are seeing it look all shiny and bloody and awesome. But what you don't see is that when it dries, it comes out like this metallic green. And a lot of them do that. A lot of the cheap bloods. So that's why I don't like them. But if you're going to be reapplying it, it constantly stays wet, then awesome. Then great job. But yeah, if you put this on your skin, like say I put it all running down my skin like this, well, it'll come out gray metallic once it dries. And on top of that, if I move my face anywhere where I put it, it starts crackling and peeling, and that's ew. Just ruin my makeup, why don't you? So I don't use these, but I do use them in the tutorials. And if you're just gonna put it and you want to be like, I don't know, something with green tint, go ahead and use these. And one last thing, people always ask me about my foundation, what I use for my clowns and what I use for all that. I use the Ruby Cream Makeup. The reason why it looks so opaque is because I do a really, really thick layer. Those come out really, really thin and sheer if you actually do a thin layer and then let it dry. Also, if you try to if you mess up here and you try to fix it, just like add a little bit, it ruins the whole thing. So what you want to do is you want to grab it and grab like a brush and use a really, really thick layer and then streak it and make sure that you just cover everything. And oh my god, I look like poop. Oh god. I can't believe I'm doing a video, but because I've gotten so many questions like asking me all this stuff, and I want to respond to everybody, but I can't. So I'm doing a video for y'all, and it's really, really, really late, and my hair looks like gaga, but I felt that I should just put this video out before it's Halloween, and at least this can help some of y'all. And if it just helps one of y'all, then okay. At least it helped somebody. But remember, for the latex, once again, thinner, it's ouch. Thicker, it's woo. So, I know that sounds nasty. Girls. Anyways, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video, and I will be having at least 2 more videos out. I'm trying to get more out, but I don't know. And I hope y'all have a safe and happy Halloween. And if after Halloween y'all have a party and stuff like that, remember to send me all y'all's pictures or tag me, because I like to see what y'all did. Okay, so mwah, love you guys, bye.